My technology evolution began in the first grade when I was introduced to our school computer lab. It was filled with the original Mac desktop computers, those lovely teal and slightly translucent ones. I learned from an early age how to create pixel art and draw on one of my all-time favorite apps, if you could call it that, KidPix. Our learning increased, and we got to play those fun games like Oregon Trail and take the very intense typing test in the 5th grade. I received my very first laptop when I was about 8 or 9. Of course, I couldn't connect to the internet, but it was a fun conversation starter for my friends and I. By middle school, we had to type up our final drafts of essays and use computers for research projects. Of course, this is when I finally got my very first flip phone, and I learned what AOL Instant Messenger was. In 2009, when I started high school, technology started stepping up its game. We had a school app called School Loop, which all of our teachers would post grades and assignments on so we could have access at home. I was required to take a computer class so I could use PowerPoint to create projects and presentations in various other classes. I discovered YouTube and Facebook and upgraded that tiny flip phone to my very first iPhone. Social media apps started to boom and become popular, like Instagram and Snapchat. I got a brand new laptop when I headed to college, a nice MacBook Pro, which I used to take notes in class, study on apps like Quizlet and Kahoot. I learned how to use PowerPoint, Photoshop, Excel, Microsoft Word documents, and I even started my own blog at one point. In my educational internships, I learned how to work with Elmos and smartboards, and how to find engaging educational videos and articles online. Today, I use apps like Google Classroom, BrainPop, Mayon, and PowerPoint, and various other different online resources to engage my students and expand their learning. We have laptop carts available at our school, and I use iPads for additional support, especially for students with learning disabilities. I believe I had a huge advantage growing up in this technological time period, with multiple devices in my home and at school. Although, as technology continues to grow and change, many of my 5th grade students are beginning to know way more than I do. Technology has impacted my classroom by giving me various different ways to reach learners of all kinds of backgrounds and abilities. Whether I use an app to translate words into English, or to reteach a group of struggling readers how to find the main idea of a passage, technology is so important and useful. As technology continues to evolve, I will try my best to keep up with it and find new, exciting ways to teach my students.